trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, Dad, I'll go slam out in just a second.
Okay.
I'll come out in a second.
All right, I gotta make sure this is working here. Let's see. Is this working?
Is this working?
All right, all right, all right.
Is this working? All right, all right, all right.
Okay, cool. Stream is live now. Just gotta wait for people to show up, and I will be going back and forth with you in the chat. So, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Should be working. Mhm. Okay. We'll see what happens. How's everybody going on? What's going on, everybody? We got some people tuning in. You guys can say hi in the chat. Let me know you're here. So we're gonna get this giveaway started when people start showing up. So it'll be a good time. Good time. All right, we got some people. All right. So yeah, this is just gonna be kind of nice, chill live for my first one. It's gonna just kind of be like a ask me anything EDC knife related. I want to answer your guys' questions, and yeah, we're gonna be doing a sweet giveaway at the end. So uh, if you haven't already entered and you're viewing this, you need to go to the description of this live stream. Click on the link in the description. That'll take you to one of my most recent shorts that I put out, and you're going to comment under that short, and then you can. That's how you enter. Just comment under that short because that is the link I will be picking the comments from. So yeah, if you want to win tonight's giveaway, uh, go over to that link in the description. Make sure you're entered, and it'll be a fun time because we're gonna have fun with this one. So, yeah, if you are unaware, this will be the knife that we're giving away right here. We got the QSP Penguin Blade HQ exclusive in blue G10 handles, and then also we got this right here, guided field sharpener from Work. uh, and the knife. That will be my first giveaway. And then, yeah, just make sure that you are subscribed. Nothing in this giveaway is sponsored in any way. Just got to clear the air with that first off. And then, yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Let me know in chat. So, looks like we got a couple of people watching here. So, let me grab some of these. All right. Also, we have I'm working on getting some merch in and available to you guys. Don't know if you guys can see. I have an EDC Conquest t-shirt on. So these are going to be available soon. I'm working on getting the website set up so you guys can order them. Right now it's all just in-person purchases. Um, and I'm gonna have a small batch that'll be taken down to Blade Show West. So if you are watching this and you'll be at Blade Show West, I will have t-shirts available if you are interested. Additionally, I recently got stickers in for the EDC Conquest. So you can kind of see that here. So I have some stickers. Kind of see it there. So yeah, we got some stickers in. We got some t-shirts going. I'm working on some other stuff, but yeah, it'll be fun time. Fun time. So yeah. Let me know. Can you guys hear me okay? You see and hear me all right? Is everything coming through as it should? If you can hear me, just type in the chat, yes, we can hear you, or something. Make sure audio is coming through nice and clear. Hmm. Mhm. Okay. I did say that the live stream was going to start at 5 o'clock, so most people will probably show up a little bit closer to 5, I would imagine. But last time we had some issues, so I wanted to make sure it would work this time, and we'd all be good to go, and actually, you guys be able to see this. So, all right. Nice. Audio and feed is so far so good. I know. We're like crossing our fingers here, just trying to make sure that this is gonna work. So yeah, so more people should show up and then have some questions that I can hopefully answer for you guys. We can just kind of talk about it. So yeah, it will be fun. It will be fun. About 5 minutes till 5, and then we can officially start getting some things answered. And if you guys have any questions about EDC knife related stuff, I can do my best to answer those questions. But yeah, I have some knives here to talk about if you guys have any other questions. So I got some visual aids, you might say. All right. Yeah, so right now we're kind of just chilling. We're chilling, waiting for some people to show up. But will do my best to answer any and all questions that you might have. So, all right, we got couple more people. Look like they joined. So, all right, if you are seeing this, just shout out in the chat, say hi, see what's going on. Yeah. Look at that. We're getting somewhere. All right. You guys have any questions? You may drop them in chat, and I'll do my absolute best to answer them. All right. What do we want to start with? We want to start with a pocket dump or something? I'll show you what I've been carrying today. You guys want to see? Talk about some gear. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of show you what I've been carrying today. Today, knife in the pocket has been the Lander 4 for the last little bit here. So this is a pocket fixed blade designed by NAFs. So you see, it's got a nice 14C. Yep, this is a 14C 28N blade and a micarta handle. And yeah, so we got a nice lanyard as well. It's got a brass lanyard bead, typical NAFs fashion. I don't know if you guys know, but the bead, as well as some of the other stuff, is all kind of like space inspired. So the bead is actually made to look like the rocket booster on the Apollo 11, I think. So that's pretty cool. Comes with a nice Kydex sheath. Snaps in there. Super good retention on that. So it comes with a little Kydex belt loop thing, but I didn't really like that for how I wanted to carry it because they do have other leather sheaths that you can get in addition. But those are aftermarket. You have to buy those separately. But Ulti clips here. I don't know if you can see right there. There we go. Ulti clip right there. Nice little clip. You can aftermarket get these much more affordable. You can kind of clip them on to the sides and holes in the sheaths, and then this you can determine your elevation of how deep you want it to like sit in the pocket. And they got this little clamp and the J hook, so the your pocket goes right under here, and then you just cinch that down, clamp it down, and it'll hold right into the right onto your pants, and it's not going anywhere. And you only get about that much that actually sticks up out of the pocket, which isn't that much. And then you actually have the lanyard bead on that lanyard to help you kind of draw the knife, and the sheath will stay in your pocket, nice and clipped in, and the opening is just right there when you want to put that back. So yeah, I've enjoyed some pocket fixed blades, but yeah, it's been cool. Um, but yeah, so that's the knife that I've been mainly carrying. You know, keys, keys are kind of whatever. The only thing that's on my keychain right now is the Rovivon titanium carabiner. So these are nice. They keep your keys separate here in a little bottom section of the carabiner. And then you also have this top section of the carabiner for like your belt loop and stuff. They do put a little bottle opener notch in the back. I don't really use it, but the has come in handy a couple of times. But yeah, just hook that on your belt loop, keep your keys separate, and then yeah, nice little simple minimalist key solution. I believe these rings came with an Essie knife of some kind uh, in like the little survival kits that come with their knives. But yeah, no, these rings are actually the ring itself that I use is actually more of a stout ring, and it's not as like bendable or flimsy as some of the other cheaper ones you might find at like the dollar store or something. So these ones are like harder steel, so it holds them on a little better. And then the flashlight that's been in my pocket today is this right here. We have the Olight Warrior 3S. This thing is absolutely incredible. It's big, it's a big light. Like that's my hand full grip on it. You got a nice purchase on there, but you have the nice magnetic tail switch, and then you also have the nice side switch as well. And then yeah, you got your modes, so it tells you your battery indication, and then also like what mode it is on. So it's pretty bright. So you can do like different kinds of soft presses to turn it on. You can do soft press and hold to like just let go, momentary on, and then you can like push down all the way and you get this turbo super blinding light. So that goes up to like, I don't know, like what was it, 2700 lumens. So the brightness is spot on. It's got like 2700 lumens of power on full bore. You got four modes. The button you access like the low and the high, and then this one is like the medium, and the turbo is like, so it kind of staggers. But yeah, actually, I don't know if you saw this. This isn't part of the flashlight. This is actually a hair tie. That's a little bit of a trick that I stole from Zach in the wild. He always has a hairband on his flashlight, which I have kind of adopted to whatever flashlight I'm carrying, just carrying a hairband. He has a little Phoenix E12 that he carries, and he wears glasses, so he'll put it like on his glasses, so it makes a little hands-free headlamp. Personally, I like flashlights that have the clip that's double-sided like that. So it'll go in your pocket this way, but it's also got this secondary loop. So if you have a hat like that, this is a big flashlight. I probably wouldn't do it with this, but you can. It goes on this way, and you create a little headlamp on your hat. I am holding it here because this is a very heavy flashlight, and it'll kind of fall down. It's very heavy, but it's very bright. Very nice pocket flashlight. I enjoy carrying this. I don't really carry it at work because when I'm doing carpentry and stuff with steel studs and there's a lot of metal shavings and things, it'll actually attract to the cap, which is magnetic. So, which can be helpful. Some people love the Olights for the magnet feature on the tail switch. Like if they're a mechanic or something working under hoods and everything, they just stick it right to the top, and it's like the little lantern that stays there. Um, but yeah, when you're around a lot of metal shavings and they just like collect and get all like grimy in there, it's not really what you want to have your flashlight do. But yeah, so this is a really nice one. The Warrior version that I have, the Warrior 3 is a little bit different because it had more of a sharp bezel at the front. So it was more like a tactical bashing kind of flashlight. But the softer, kind of more rounded edges on the bezel of the Warrior 3S is one of the upgrades they gave this flashlight. Additionally, they have this little sensor thing, this little like semicircle black thing is a sensor they put in the front. So if you had it on turbo like this and you go down and you get closer to a surface, it'll automatically adjust the brightness as you get closer to a surface. So that's pretty cool. So you're not gonna like blind yourself if you're getting too close. If you got it really bright because you needed it to like see really far away, and you suddenly have to see in a spot that's like uh, really close up, it's not gonna like reflect and blind you and overwhelm your eyes and everything. It'll automatically dim from that. So that's pretty cool. But that's what the S stands for, is Warrior 3 sensor. So this is the one with the sensor in it. So I really like that. That's been the knife that I've been carrying, or the knife I've been carrying is Lander 4 with the Kydex and Ulti Clip. Flashlight has been the Warrior 3S. And then let's get the wallet, which is actually one of many tool organizers that I have. This is the Alpaca Zip Pouch Pro. So this one's really nice when I want to go like minimalist on the weekends or whatever. You don't want a bunch of stuff on you. I don't carry a ton of stuff when I'm not at work. So this is just a couple of the things I keep in the pouch. I have a SOG Power Pint Classic little multi-tool. Sometimes I'll switch back and forth between the SOG Power Pint and the Leatherman Skeletool CX, so the upgraded blade steel version. That is a straight edge, not serrations, as the normal Skeletool is. But this one's just got your pliers. It's got the ability to hold a hex bit in the tail right there, so you can just put a bit inside the back of the plier head. And then, your standard kind of typical tool set here. You got your knife blade, you got like a little reamer, tiny little eyeglass, kind of flat head. I got your file here, and this is a little hook blade, like rope cutter or something. Then you have your other ones with the serrated blade in the other side, scissors, little pry deal, little driver, can opener, your typical multi-tool features. So that's the multi-tool that lives right inside the front there. The pen that I like that also matches the flashlight, because they're both Olight, so they got the same green finish. So this is the Olight O Pen Mini, not the Mini 2, just the Mini in the nice green coated finish there with the nice bolt action mechanism on the side. So yeah, this is just a nice little pen. Super lightweight, super durable. I really love these things. And then yeah, that just goes right in the pen slot. And then in the back, you want to keep it pretty flat. So I've actually had the Big Idea Design TPT slide. So this thing's pretty cool too. This is primarily a little razor blade knife, but it has a bunch of other features up its sleeve, its metaphorical sleeve. We have the uh, Big Eye guys that have their titanium TI as their logo. They actually trademarked the periodic table, and then they say it has like 11 features, I think, in this little thing. So you have, first, it does have a bottle opener. This little notch right here can be used to pop open bottle caps with that notch. The main thing I use this for is the pry feature at the back. You got a little screwdriver, and it does have a hex bit. And then they also call this a measuring tool because the dimensions are very general. It is exactly 1 inch wide from like top to bottom, and it's 2 inches at the top from end to end. And it's 3 inches from the tip to the screwdriver end of the pry. So you got like a little general measuring tool with your razor blade. But the cool thing, this is actually the new version with the easy swap mechanism, is you used to have to put the blade out and like do this awkward like twist lockout thing to pull the blade out, hold it locked out with your hand, and then put the new blade, click it back in. Uh, but the easy swap mechanism, you just hold it like this. I don't know if you can see, there's a little door. I'll swing out here for you. So you got this little door on the side, and that's what releases the blade. So it holds it open, and then you can just pop it back in, snap it shut, locks back in, and you're ready to rock and roll. But the cool thing, when you take the blade out, is the tool itself here has little teeth on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see how small they are on camera right here, but the little teeth actually act as adjustable wrench sizes. So it goes from the back here all the way up to the big section here, and they will actually grab little nuts and bolts, and you turn them, get a decent bit of leverage with the little lanyard fob on there. But yeah, so that's another cool little doohickey thing. It has a lot of functionality in a very, very small package. So if you're not someone who likes to carry a bunch of stuff, then I recommend these to just throw in like your fifth pocket or just in your regular pocket. Nice. The whole thing's titanium, so it's really strong and it's really light. So that is some features that are desired with that. And then I have just the pouch itself has the 2 zippers here. This one I usually just put cash in. This one is like my cards and everything. But in with the cards, I actually do carry a little small Right in the Rain card size notebook. So even if you don't carry an organizer that accommodates a notebook, I will highly recommend the Right in the Rain notebooks. So yeah, because you, no matter what wallet you have, if it has card slots in it, you can fit this. And then it's same goes for the Victorinox Swiss card. I have just the classic version, not any of the other versions, but it's basically a bunch of little Swiss Army knife implements in a card. So I use this quite a bit. The scissors are actually really robust, probably the thing that I use the most. Aside from the toothpick, I use the toothpick quite a bit. Just a little polymer toothpick. It's got your standard tweezers that we've all come to know and love from Victorinox. It's got a little file in here for your nails, a little screwdriver tip on the end of that. This actually has a pen inside of it, so this is like a backup pen. I have had to use this before, so it's just a little pressurized insert. And then you have a little pin that I lost. Excuse me. It's good to stay hydrated. So, yeah, so this and this are the 2 implements. It also has a knife in it. I forgot to say that. Got a little knife that I hardly ever use because I usually have a dedicated cutting instrument. But if you are kind of a minimalist and you want to still have a few tools with you, this is a great combo. You still got pen and paper, a bunch of other little tools that'll just fit right in your wallet. So it takes up little to no space for the amount of utility that you get out of it. So that's a win in my book. Yeah, so we got a couple more people here. We'll make sure everybody has entered the giveaway that we're going to do tonight. We're giving away this, a guided field sharpener from Work Sharp, and we are giving away a QSP penguin. So this is not a penguin, excuse me, parrot. We are giving away this knife right here. This is a QSP parrot, Blade HQ exclusive, D2 steel, G10 handles, nice blue, light blue that you can only get through Blade HQ. It does come with a couple of nice little knife stickers in here. And then original box and everything. So that's brand new. Sharpener's brand new. Be a fun giveaway. Absolutely nothing is sponsored in this giveaway. Yeah, so yeah, it'll be fun. It's all just stuff that I've accumulated that I want to kind of give back and help grow my community. Looking at chat here. Yes, I use my pin to get out slivers all the time too. I use that to get slivers out all the time as well, except I appeared to have lost it after I kind of mangled it. I was doing some door hardware for a temporary barrier that I was setting up for work, and I had to switch the handle of the door handle assembly to face the other direction. So you have a little pin, like an eyeglass screwdriver or something, that you will be able to stick in that hole, and then it pops off the handle, turn around, click it back in. I didn't have a pin, but I had that. So I was trying to use that pin, the back flat side of it. And it kind of, here, I have a picture of it right here. Yeah. So that was, I don't know if you guys can see right there. That's my hand. And that's what the pin looked like after I was done trying to take the door handle off. So it kind of got mangled, but I did get the door handle off. And I did get the door handle off and turned around. It all worked out. I actually lost the pin, then I found the pin, and then I lost it again. So I don't know where the pin is, but that left. And then yeah, so that's what I used it for last. But yeah, and then I yeah, so there's that part of my carry. I got the knife and the light. I got the pouch, which is also my wallet, which carries the rest of my tools, and the keys. And that's basically as minimalist as I get. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions about what I carry, why I like to carry what I carry, or what knives I like to carry at all, or have any questions regarding the giveaway or EDC or anything, just drop them in chat and I'll do my best to get back to you guys. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to reload the pockets here a little bit. Yep. Keys and everything. All right. So, let's I can show you a couple more knives I got here if you guys want to take a look at it. Also, I happen to have a NAFS knife on me. I don't only carry NAFS knives, but I do have this burrito. That's a knife storage organizer. So I have a bunch of these. These are really cool. So we can kind of go through some of these if you guys want to see some of them. Yeah. So if you guys have seen some of my recent videos, you will have known what this knife is. This is a Hogue Deca. Very much a classic knife. By this point, EDC and Tactical is great at. I featured it in my 5 knives for summer carry video. That's a great video. You should go check it out after the live. And then also, I had an unboxing of this as well. So you can go check that video out as well. I like it because it's got a nice 20 CV blade steel, which is really, really thin. But it holds an edge really, really long, which I like. And I have actually used this as my work knife in construction. So this is actually nice because it's got open back construction. So it's like just 2 scales put together like that. which makes it nice and easily cleanable, so you don't get a bunch of grit build up in there. You kind of just blow it out. And then nice crossbar lock, thumb stud. I like that kind of shape belly on my knives. Nice kind of straight clip point design. So yeah, very, very attractive knife, especially for just general EDC and tactical stuff as well. So I like that. Yeah, another knife that I've been carrying at work a little bit when I can is this knife right here. This is a Cold Steel Airlight. So this one's really cool because it was in a combo pack I got with the Recon Tonto. So I did an unboxing, a huge Cold Steel unboxing. There were 3 knives in that video, so you can go check that out if you want to see all 3 knives. And then this is a one of the ones that was in that video. Nice lockback design, also thin, nice profile, so it doesn't take up too much room in your pocket. Nice triad lock, which works the same as a lockback. It's just they have a secondary pin. You can kind of see there in the lock that the lock bar and the tang of the blade engage around that pin. And then, yeah, it makes it self-adjusting over time and adds like 50% more strength to it. So this kind of design will last longer than a traditional lockback knife and will be a lot stronger in the process. So yeah, these knives are really, really cool. This is just OS 10 stainless. It's made in Taiwan, which actually they do make some pretty good knives. And yeah, just nice flat grind on the drop point. Super, super nice work knife. If you just need a nice, reliable workhorse to just kind of be a beater, get stuff done. So yeah, I'm getting a little thirsty, so we're gonna crack open a body armor here. Much better. Much better. Okay. And yeah, I also have some other things that I can talk about here. Some really cool stuff, actually. Uh, I have these that I got a little while ago. You might recognize these. These were kind of hyped up a few months ago. These are the XOK and XOK trainers from Riot. I don't know if you guys know who Riot is. That's what they're. Let me see if I got a brand. Oh, there's the logo. Yeah, Riot knives. So this is a karambit, but instead of it being a folder where the blade just comes out of the side of it, like something like that, just hinges on a single pivot, this actually has 2 pivots. So you have to push this button to release it. It'll actually hinge backwards, hit, the blade unfolds this way, and then it'll close back up into a karambit. So that's really, really cool because you go like that. You can kind of do some. Also, this is a trainer. This is a live blade. This is the live blade that's sharp, but this is a trainer. So that one's really, really cool. You can kind of do a bunch of these nice karambity things with that. So this is a really intuitive, kind of cool, fun, and creative design. But the one thing I don't like about this is, especially if you are trying to actually use this as a self-defense tool, is it can come back to bite you literally. There's one way specifically. I'm not going to illustrate with the live blade, uh, but I will show you right here because it kind of comes out like that, right? But if you are to come out and the blade doesn't come out all the way and it stays kind of like that, it can actually go back through the handle without being fully closed. And if you are going fast, trying to flip it out, and you don't get it out all the way, so it doesn't lock in the position fully, it'll actually come back and it can actually stab your hand. So that's a little crazy. I don't really like that so much. But if you make sure it's out and then throw it back, shouldn't have an issue. Uh, but the only other thing is the point of connection is it's only held in place by the button lock right here, right there. That's the only thing that's holding this in place. So, as cool as a design as this is, there's a little bit to it that might come back to bite you because what a karambit does, there's the live blade here. It's very sharp. They're using K. No, they're not using K390. It's N690 steel. Using N690 steel, they put a really sharp edge on this. But as you're kind of using a karambit, as one does, and you're using a hooking motion, the blade can kind of get caught, and then the only pressure is back here where it hinges. So if you were to put there's no connection right here between the two handles where they come together. The only thing is this button lock right here, which it only is using a slight plunge lock. So it's not the strongest mechanism for something that you might be thrashing on. So I'd have a little bit of trust issue trusting this as a dedicated self-defense tool, but it does not take away from the fact that that is a really fun action and thing to do with your knife. So the trainer I will kind of fidget with because it is kind of a nice fidgetable toy. If you want to look at that way, but you can also like train fight with these as well. But yeah, so the live blades are really cool. They got aluminum handles and an N690 blade, and the trainers are just a polymer handle with a steel blade with holes drilled into it for weight purposes. And then yeah, so those are pretty cool knives that I have. I don't really carry them that often. They're kind of more like novelty showpieces. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, any knives you want to see, let me know in the chat. See how's chat doing. All right. Well, we're gonna wait for maybe a couple more people to show up, and then we might get this giveaway started. So, yeah. Anything else you guys curious about? A couple more people have been here since I said, but I actually am starting to get some merch in. So I don't know if you can see. I do have a T-shirt on, EDC Conquest shirt, and I have a sticker. So we have a bunch more stickers here that I will be taking to Blade Show. So that should be really fun. So we got a question in the chat. What knives you taking to Blade Show? Ooh, what knives am I taking to Blade Show? Let's see. So I kind of want my carry to change up a little bit because I'm going to need to like carry around some stickers as well, have those quick access. I'll have a backpack with my stuff in it. But as far as what knives I'm taking, I want to leave room, right? You want to leave a little bit of room so you can take knives back with you too. So I'll probably only bring a couple of knives with me, but I'm probably going to actually be carrying this right here. It's a nice leather belt pouch that carries like a bunch of my other EDC stuff. So I'll probably have most of my carry, like multi-tools, pens, and flashlight, and most of that stuff in this pouch, and then another pouch for other stuff. But the actual knives that I'll be carrying, I haven't actually thought out exactly, but probably, so you want something that you can actually like, you want a knife that you can use, get dirty with, you know, but you also, it's Blade Show, right? You want to have a knife that's a little bit of a flex. You want a little bit of a flex, a little bit of a bougie, if you will, carry. So I'm going to have to bust out my other burrito. So, yeah. I'll have to choose something from this. So, yeah. I think I might want to carry one of the knives that I actually brought to Blade Show last year, I think I'm going to try and make it a tradition to carry it. That would be this knife right here. I did use it to unbox one of the knives I got on my channel, so go check out the rest of my unboxing videos. But I have this one right here. This is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2 with the CPM S45 VN blade, which is super, super cool. So a little bit more edge retention than S35, but not quite as tough as Magnica is kind of where that would fall. But I actually equipped it with some aftermarket Flytanium scales, so that aftermarket contoured G10 set of scales from Flytanium here. And it's got the signature black blade, which is the main thing I cared about. Just came with the black G10. But I wanted the purple ones that are all nice, smooth, and contoured. So I'll probably be taking the this guy in pocket. That's pretty cool. And then see, I might take one of the Blade HQ exclusive models because I actually also had this one with me last year, and this is a ProTech Mordax. That's a Blade HQ exclusive in the Blackout DLC. Actually, this one also has a S45 VN blade, so these both have S45 VN. But a knife I picked up at Blade Show last year would be this knife. This is out the front. I don't really carry this knife, but it is cool because it has the Ultim handle scales. On one side, the show side is an Ultim, which is basically an amber-esque polymer that is a golden kind of transparent material. So hold this up to camera here. You can actually see the springs and everything moving inside the knife there. So I'm going to turn it this way so I can kind of operate it as I show you. You can kind of see the spring tension build up before it fires the blade. And it's got a spring gate here at the trigger and then another one down here to pull it back. You can kind of see the mechanism pull the blade in and out. So that's really, really cool. I like this knife a lot. Yeah, so this one is the exclusive version of the live wire. This is a USA made OTF, which honestly, for the price, American made out the front or OTF knives are actually, if you want a good quality one, you're probably going to have to spend around $300+ to get a good quality, reliable OTF with good action that is repeatable, but that can also be used as a tool. This knife in particular is actually one that punches well above its price point because Kershaw is charging $265 for this knife, which is actually for an American-made knife, period, that has Magna Cut steel on it with an OTF mechanism, and then this version with the Ultim. 265 is actually not that bad of a price, but yeah. Yes, this is the live wire. Fred the Lug asks. Yeah, Kershaw live wire. I absolutely love this when I want to carry an OTF. Yeah, so this one's really, really cool. So I might carry this one, but probably I might not carry this one to this Blade Show. I did carry this at the last Blade Show. I am probably going to get another ProTech at Blade Show, so I don't know that I will actually carry a ProTech if I'm going to pick another one up. Excuse me. So Fred says I'm in New York and OTF is not really a good option. And I agree. Yeah, there are certain legal ramifications for carrying an OTF. So yeah, carry what's legal in your area. Absolutely. Always check your local laws. And yes, he asks if I'm going to Blade Show West. I am going to Blade Show West. I will be there doing pocket checks in line and going over the show, seeing some cool things. We're going to have a fun time. And I will also have t-shirts available. The EDC Conquest t-shirts and EDC Conquest stickers will be available. I will have both at the show. So if you're going to Blade Show West, I'd love to see you there. And yeah, it'll be a fun time. So later this week, it's gonna be a fun time. We went last year, and last year was my first knife show ever. But yeah, this one's gonna be really cool. Started my channel up. We're gonna get some nice content, nice pocket checks. Yeah, so hope to see you there, Fred. And if you recognize me, call over. I'll give you a pocket check. Blade Show West should be a fun time. Yeah. So those are some good ones. Actually, a knife that I carried today that I might carry to the show is this guy right here. This is a Microtech Annex. So this is actually the discontinued version. So this is the Tonto blade with the titanium integral, as they all are, and the carbon fiber, but the straight edge Tonto you can't actually get anymore. There's a couple variants of the Annex that you can get, but this one you cannot get anymore. So this one's really special with a nice roller ball and that milled titanium clip. This thing is amazing. So yeah, this one's really cool. I enjoy carrying that one. Too much traveling for the end of the year. That's fair. Well, if you ever get to a blade show of some kind, I hope to see you there, Fred. Says, I had a real custom Annex for a while, but it's too big for me, so it was moved along. Dirk did a review of it a few months ago. Okay, I don't know who Dirk is. Is that like Dirk Knives, or is he on YouTube? Or I'm not sure who Dirk is. Someone asks, what's your favorite multi-tool? That depends on what I'm doing. So like a multi-tool I'll carry at work, and another organizer that I carry at work, I usually will have the Leatherman Wave. If I'm going minimalist, I'll carry like a power pint or a scalar tool of some kind. But I think the favorite is multi-tool that I have ever experienced would be this right here, Leatherman Arc. I hope I'm not being controversial. Actually, I don't care. But yeah, no, Leatherman Arc is nice because everything is accessible with one hand from the outside. Very nice platform. And I love the pliers. You can just butterfly whip them out. I love these things. So Leatherman Arc, the tool set specifically, is probably my favorite multi-tool that I have. Yeah. So favorite is probably the Arc, which I carry generally. I will carry it to work sometimes, but that depends what I'm doing. If I'm on a certain project that warrants me having different pouches and different pockets or spots on the belt, I usually try and keep a clean belt line when I'm at work, because it gets in the way of nail bags. But Fred says Dirk Warning is a knife reviewer, mostly upscale custom stuff. Gotcha. I'll have to check him out after the live stream. Dirk Warning, cool. But yeah, I love my Annex. That's one of the higher end knives that I possess currently. You guys want to see a little preview of my next unboxing video? I'm gonna put out a unboxing video shortly. Actually, it'll probably drop when I'm at Blade Show, so I'm gonna keep that content flowing out. But yeah, I do have another unboxing that I've been sitting on for a little while. Uh, you guys want to see a little bit? Okay, so I'm not gonna show you too much because I don't want to give away exactly what it is, but you can read that. It's a Jack Wolf. So yeah, I'll unwrap it here. Yeah, so this is kind of my grail knife. So yeah, I'm gonna show very, very briefly. Oh, incredible blade. Absolutely incredible. Scuffle or Tango? No, it is neither of those. It is a more limited Jack Wolf than the Scuffle or the Tango. So yeah, uh, be sure to check out that full unboxing video to come. Probably later this week is when it'll drop. And then yeah. So can we get recommendations on fixed blades for field dressing deer on one of your next videos? Yes, I have a couple of suggestions for that, and it depends who you are. Um, oh, Fred's leaving. Bye, Fred. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the questions. And I will enjoy Blade Show West. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll have some videos from Blade Show West as well. So, yeah, uh, stay tuned for those. But yes, back to previous question. I have a couple of recommendations. I actually don't have all my fixed blades with me right now, but I do have some recommendations. So I have a couple of hunting knives that would be good for deer. I actually have never dressed a deer myself, but I've done plenty of chickens, as some people know. Um, but yeah, in that kind of, you gotta cut up what you want. You want to, depends if you want a bigger knife or if you want kind of a smaller mid-sized blade to kind of do everything. But the Buck Alpha Hunter, or yeah, the Alpha line from Buck Knives is a great recommendation. I have the Hunter, which is the mid scale. There's the Scout, which is the smaller one, and the Elite Guide, the yeah, Alpha Hunter Guide. The Guide's the biggest one, then the Hunter, and then the other one. Smaller to mid size. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the smaller ones are nice. You can get them in like S35VN, or if you go uh, the Elite version, which I'd recommend because they have G10 handles and not Rich Light, which do better in moist and bloody environments when you're gutting something out. I don't have one with me right now, but I can probably show later. Um, yeah, so the Alpha Hunter Elite from Buck Knives would be one that I've experienced in my uh, personal knife experience. That is a great hunting option for out kind of doing field dressing and stuff like that. So that's I've taken it backpacking a bunch of times. It's nice and lightweight, but it holds its edge like forever. Is virtually stain proof, so you don't have to worry about like blood and guts getting all over it. Um, yeah, so it's not gonna it's very environment permissive and environment tolerant, so that blade would be a very, very nice option if you want one of those. They are kind of expensive though. They're about like 250, 265 if you but it's going to last you like a very, very long time. So that would be one of my personal recommendations. Easiest to clean, hold its edge retention. If we're still on the topic of hunting knives, yes, the Buck Alpha, definitely a very good option because you can get the Alpha Scout, which is a little bit smaller if you want the smaller version. But the mid size would probably be the one I'd go with because you can kind of do a few more things with it. Just get a little bit extra edge, but you still have that nice, precise tip control for like skinning and cleaning hide and cutting through all that other stuff. But it is very easy to clean because it's just a fixed blade. It's not. Typically don't recommend folding knives, even though like the Buck 110, very very classic knife. This thing has probably skinned more deer than any other knife out there. This model has. Um, but you're dealing with a pivot, internal locking mechanisms, a bunch of moving parts in a folder that can really get gummed up when you're skinning and doing all those sorts of things. So I always recommend fixed blades. Just clean them off before you put them back in the sheath, unless you can take the sheath apart and clean that, like some Demco knives you can do that with. Um, but yeah, generally I always recommend a fixed blade, and the Buck Knives Alpha is one of the better ones that is easy to clean and be stain resistant, but also has fantastic edge retention. If you want something that would be like hyper edge retention that you'll like most likely never have to sharpen, go with something with a higher grade steel. It'll probably be, or not higher grade steel, but a steel that has properties that tend to lend itself, oh, excuse me, towards being more wear resistant. So you're talking like S90V, 20CV, uh, and I don't know if Maximate would be good on a hunting knife, but that's another very, very high edge retention steel if you're just wanting something that will stay sharp for a very, very long time. So, also Magnum Max is coming out soon. I'm excited. I for that to come out. I want to get a knife with that steel so I can kind of decide how that stacks up in this against the steels I've experienced. Because when Magna Cut came out, it kind of broke the knife world. So this is kind of a successor in the same steel family. Yeah. So if you want a smaller to mid-size hunting knife, I can recommend the Buck Alpha series. So that's really really cool. Uh, we got some people here. Uh, so we can wait a little bit longer before we do the giveaway. Wait for a couple more people to maybe show up. Um, but yeah, if you are watching right now and you missed it, excuse me, giveaway is going to be this knife, QSP Parrot, and the from Worksharp. So that'll be really, really fun. So one person is taking those home tonight. Yeah. So type in chat if you think we should start the giveaway. So yeah. Show me the money, huh? All right. He wants to show me the money. Okay, so yeah, we've been on a little almost an hour here. So all right, we can get the giveaway started. I'm gonna pull up comment picker website so you can see here. I have the comment picker page right here. Going to refresh the page. So you know it's good. I'm going to scroll down here. Going to paste the YouTube link into the giveaway. Filter duplicate users on. One winner. And we will have right there. I'm going to get YouTube comments here. Do. There's that. So we're going to get comments here. Looks like we have a total of 8 entries. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. It says right there. There's about 8 entries. So I'm going to find an angle that we can right there. Right there. I'm going to right now. Says Lucas Adams 3278 said, "Good luck, everyone. Stoked for tonight's live stream." Is Lucas here? Lucas Adams. Type in chat if you are here. Lucas Adams has won the giveaway. Says Lucas Adams 3278. We'll give him a minute. See if he's here. Lucas Adams, you gotta type in chat. Let me know you're here. And then yeah, if you're here, you gotta claim your stuff. I'll give you like a minute or two to respond. Yeah. So yeah, we'll wait for him here. Let me see. Who else is here? On to the next. We'll give him a minute. Okay. All right. We'll see if he doesn't come by like 5:51. Then we'll move on and we will pick another winner. Yeah. So. So we gotta see who won this knife and who won field sharpener. And if you ask nicely, I might throw in an EDC Conquest sticker if you're here. You got to be here to claim it. If you're not here, then don't know what to do. We got a minute. Give him a minute. And we'll see. If I need to pick another winner, we got to pick another winner, you know? We got to wait. Let's see. All right. I'm sure you can't wait. All right. Well, there's a very high chance you'll get picked because there's not a lot of comments in here. So, oh, look at that. It's 5:51. He's not here. We gotta pick another winner. So we will get the comments and have to start again. All right, we got it. Refresh the page right here. We got the old start button right here. I don't know if you guys can see at that angle here. All right, and start. What's going on? Oh, I got to get comments first. Yep, now we're starting. Casey Olson, Y6W. Respond in chat if you won. If you're here, you gotta speak up in chat if you want to win. I think he was here. Casey Olson Y6W says, "Count me in for the win." Looks like a little bit of overconfidence worked out in his favor. Oh, here he is. He says, "Let's go." All right. You are the proud winner of the QSP Parrot in D2 and Blade HQ exclusive G10 brand new stickers that come with that and a guided field sharpener, which if you're going hunting, that'd be absolutely fantastic for you. Somebody says, "I identify as Casey." I don't think that's how it works. That's funny. Okay, well, that's cool, guys. You can get in touch with me if you happen to know me, or you can email me at edcconquest.content@gmail.com. That is edcconquest.content@gmail.com. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, that's cool. That concludes the first giveaway of the EDC Conquest. Stay tuned for more giveaways as the channel grows. The next giveaway will be at 500 subscribers. So when we get to hit 500 subscribers, then I'll put together another giveaway and it'll be even bigger. Value on this giveaway is like $60 to $70. So sharpener is about 30 to 35 bucks and the knife is around the same price, 30 to 35 bucks value wise. So pretty decent giveaway for a first time giveaway for the channel. So yeah, can't wait for the shorts from Blade Show West, and there will be a lot more Blade Show West content coming. I have a couple more unboxings that I was sitting on for a while. I got that content. I'm gonna be shooting that out soon. So yeah, stay tuned. Share the channel with your friends, and yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. So we'll catch you on the next one. Remember, we gotta keep it real. We gotta stay sharp, guys. All right. So until next time, next live stream giveaway. Thank you all for showing up. So thank you for all of the encouragement and everything, and the comments and questions in the chat. Had a real fun time. So thanks everybody. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.